Well, I'm finally back. My computer crashed there. Hopefully, the audio's better now. It took a while for it to restart. I don't know if it just got too hot in here or what it was, but hopefully, everything is okay. I guess I'll find out in a second. Looks like a couple of you found me. Hopefully, other people will be coming over soon. Hey, Jose. Hey, Jamie. Does it sound better now? Okay, good. Sounds good. Good. Good, good, good. So, we had a long day today on the Gale Force. Left early, 5 a.m. Went to the backside of the island. Um, Fished hard. Plenty of calico bass. Some barracuda. Not that many legals at the island barracuda, but I think we had 5 legals. Bunch of bonita. Um, we saw a couple of yellowtail, but not really that much. We didn't get any bites on them, but we saw some swim around. And then at the end of the day, Jerry decided he wanted to go take a look out by Farnsworth and around the backside of the island. We did a big loop on the outside, and from about Farnsworth all the way to the west end, and looked around for tuna. So they put a kite up, and we had a strike, probably about a 150 pounder, came out of the water and hit the flyer, but it didn't stick. He just bumped it, didn't eat it, so we didn't get him. So that's what happened. But I'm here now. All my gear is still in my car. I didn't get a chance to unpack it. I took a bunch of nice pictures today. Some are up on Instagram. Haven't had the opportunity to make a slideshow for you guys today because I got here so late. I got here, it was like 5 minutes to 7, so I didn't get a chance to do anything. And then I started doing YouTube Live, and the computer died. Just, I guess I don't know if it got too hot in here during the day or what. Maybe I have to leave the fan on during the day, but it just shut down. Maybe I'll try turning off the computer instead of leaving it on. So that's it. So that's what happened today. I'm getting ready tomorrow. Um, Maybe I have to do laundry tonight because tomorrow I have to pack for the trip up to Morro Bay. We do have space available for Monday. Sunday's totally sold out, and we still have space available on basically all our trips for August. We have the Clementi out of Dana Wharf, the Pride out of 22nd Street, the Tornado out of Pierpoint, the Malihini. Malihini, we have a trip on there too in August. So we have 4 big trips coming up. And then I'll be in the East Cape the end of the month. I'm not sure who from here is going on that, but we have a bunch of people going. I have 30 people going, or 32 people going. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun. So should be good. J Bay sounds like a new person. Thanks for joining us. All right, D, how so I do that? I'll turn it off. Normally I leave it on all the time, but I guess it just got too hot. It's been really hot, and this room is so small. Maybe I have to leave the fan on when I'm not here. The next Kids Club meeting is next month. Jamie, it's always on the third Saturday of every month. Third Saturday of every month. Looks like a couple of people signed up for, new people signed up for the Fiesta. We have 10 spots available now. Here's a link for that if you'd like to join us. Hey, Dad. How's everything going in Kansas? Looks like my brother's here too from Kansas. Anybody else go fishing in the last day or two? Jeff, did you just get back in from tuna fishing? I know you were leaving uh, Wednesday morning, I think it was. Yeah, Jamie, bring your nephew. It's the third Saturday of every month at Lake Lake. And there's a link, guys, so you guys can see all the trips we have for August and for the whole year. But you can see all the trips there for August. Um, we'd like to get them all full if we can. Today's trip was full. That was nice to have everybody on the boat. That was fun. Looks like there's another hurricane down in Mexico. I guess it's not a full hurricane yet. I think it's at 60 or 70% hurricane. So hopefully. So Tamara is all the way up in Montana and she's not fishing. Too hot to fish for Lloyd. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, cool. Jeff had limits of tuna for his day and a half trip, 30 to 80 pounds. Jose's still unpacking in Texas. How about the kids? I mean, you guys used to go fish the piers all the time. Tyler and Drama. You guys haven't been to the piers lately? Hey, Tony, how you doing? Hi, Tamara. I wish I could share with you pictures from today, but I haven't had time to make a slideshow because I got in so late. So I don't have that. It's 120 degrees there, Daniel. Wow. How did you guys do, Tony, on the San Diego on the Grande? Tamara, is your shoulder okay to handle tuna? Well, Jeff say we lost a big one on sinker rig last night. Clients gave out. I'm sure they did. Yeah, John, I'm sure that that trip on the Legend's going to be really good. The fishing's just getting better and better. I don't know if Jeff's seen any more Dorado where he's been fishing, but there's talk about more Dorado coming up. So hopefully that'll happen soon. So Tony went to Balboa Pier, lots of mackerel. Drama says he hasn't been to Belmont in a while. Tony says they had 13 bluefin and one yellowfin. Daniel has Daniel, if I was you, I'd be fishing as much as I could in San Diego. Get out of that heat. What's the record that they just broke there in Arizona? Is it 15 days over 110 degrees or something? I don't know. Something like that I saw in the news. Seemed ridiculous. That's a good idea tomorrow. You fight the fish for as long as you can. You feel comfortable. And when you don't feel comfortable and you think, you're afraid you might be damaging something, let the crew fight it for you. Or let one of your friends on the boat with you fight it for you. You don't have to, you don't want to hurt yourself. Remember, it's a journey, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. You want to be doing this for years and years and years. Yeah, there has been some yellowfin around. I think Jeff even said they caught some yellowfin on some of his trips. Thanks, Jamie. Nice to know that the kids enjoy it. Like, I don't expect the kids at the kids club meeting to know who I am because they're just kids. They just want to learn how to fish. They don't know I've been on TV forever, so we're just there to provide opportunities for the kids to try it. So, Tony's heading to Catalina tomorrow. It was a little lumpy on the morning going over there, but once we got around the backside of the island, it was a lot nicer. Lloyd says they're 20 days at over 110 degrees in Las Vegas. That is crazy. Death Valley reached 126. I heard somebody died there yesterday. I mean, why you would go hiking in 120 degrees, 126 degrees, I have no idea, but I don't know if it's true, but they said the person was hiking and passed away. I mean, it's sad that somebody died, but 120 degrees and hiking sounds like an idea. No. That's a good point Jeff is making there, guys, about keeping pressure on the fish and just talking about the size of hole that the hooks make in the fish, especially when you're fighting a big fish for a while. Yeah, Tamara, no ego. You just want to enjoy the experience. You want to enjoy pulling on a fish, and if you're getting beat up at it, there's nothing better than sharing the experience with fish with friends. Let them feel what it's like to pull on a 50-pound, 100-pound fish. So that would be good. Let's see what other messages are here. Hey, Metal, thank you very much. Yeah, it was 133 the other day there. And I guess the world record is 134, and it was there at Death Valley. So Jose says, yeah, a 71-year-old person died yesterday. That's terrible. Thank you, Jamie. That's really nice to say. I know some people just bring their kids to kids club meeting because the kids won't listen to the parents, so they let me talk to them and try to get them motivated to fish. But we do have quite a few kids that the parents know nothing about fishing, and the kids are basically dragging the parents to the meetings and get them started. So that works out good. I'm hoping that the meetings I had at ICAST develop into stuff, and we get some nice things for the Youth Foundation, and hopefully some stuff for the TV show too. But here's a little recap from the ICAST show. Hopefully. I guess we should do the show opening. We haven't done that in a couple shows.
I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Okay. Hey, South Coast SoCal traveler, thank you for being here. Eric Diaz, thank you. Yeah, Daniel says 5.5 hours to San Diego, but can't get away because of work. Hey, Ned, thanks for showing up. We had some technical problems earlier, bad audio, and then my computer died. I think it just got too hot in here. So now we're back up. Yeah, Jamie, on the boat today was Dan, the nurse guy, your friend. He was with us fishing, and the brother guy was here too, the friar um, who teaches at the school. So everybody was teasing him that because he's a friar, he can't cheat and win the jackpot. An interesting story about today. The guy who won jackpot today drove all the way from San Jose to fish with me today. So that was nice. Chino that's his nickname. He goes by as Chino. Um, he loves the show, watches it. His English isn't great. He says he has a hard time understanding some of it, but he gets the whole concept behind fishing, and he really likes it. And he drove all the way from San Jose, barely made the boat. He was a couple minutes late, but we saw him trying to get to the dock, so we waited, and he made it on the boat. So That was neat. We also had a family from El Paso, Texas. Um, I don't think they've ever been ocean fishing before. I guess their cousin brought them out, and they did good. They caught a lot of fish. I did a lot of hook and handing today, especially since we weren't filming, so I could just fish for fun. So that was cool. Yeah, Jamie, if you could bring Paul's grandkids, and that'd be awesome. We were talking about Paul quite a bit today with Dan on the boat and with the friar. We are explaining to him who Paul was and how he had gone with us to Mexico last year and what happened there. But it's sad to hear he passed away. I know he was fighting cancer, but he's just one of the many, many people that I've got to meet through fishing that sadly are no longer with us. But when he was with us, he fished with us a lot, and it was a lot of fun. Hey, well, Willie, how you doing? Daniel, did I see anything at ICAST? One of the neat things I saw, and supposedly they're going to send me one, is I don't know how you would describe it. It looks like a large bobber, like a round ball, but it's a fish finder. And you cast it out with a rod, and you could be like on a lake or somewhere, surf fishing, doesn't matter. And it sends the message back to your phone, and it shows you just like a regular fish finder what's down below there. Shows structure, shows fish. It looked pretty cool. So it's neat. Yeah, Tamara, it was really neat that he got jackpot. It was neat, and we took a photo together. He wanted to get a photo, so we did that. But there was a lot of really nice people on the boat today. Probably 2/3 of them I'd never ever fished with before. Most of them are fans here on YouTube because it was a meet and greet trip. Some of them, some of the younger guys. There was two guys from New York, one from Boston that they live here, but they now work in New York and going to school. One guy's going to school in Boston, so he's here for the summer. So he wanted to come meet me and come fish with us, and they were fun. They were a lot of fun to fish with. So it was neat. So Tamara won. If Tamara won the lotto, she would buy a yacht and get somebody to be your captain. I'm guessing you would hire Jeff to be your captain because you'd have that kind of money, and then you could do that. We could retire Jeff and make him your captain. That'd be cool. iBobber, is that the name of it? It was a pretty cool device. I saw a couple of neat lures, a couple of stick bait lures I got. One company sent us, or they said they're going to send me sea anchor so I can use it when I'm trolling. I want to slow troll with downriggers. So to slow the boat down more so I can be under 2 knots, I'm going to try using a sea anchor. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, Jamie, that's cool to know. Thanks. What does SoCal Traveler say? If you won the lotto, would you buy a boat with it? Me? Yeah, I would buy a boat with it. If I won $1 billion, I guarantee you, at least 1 million of it will go into a boat. I mean, I like the boat I have, but it would be nice having a brand new boat. Hopefully, it'd be my last boat, and I wouldn't have to do anything. It would run good. I don't know if I'd get a really. I don't think I would get a really big boat. I like having a boat I can run myself. A funny story is, I belong to a yacht club, Seal Beach Yacht Club in Long Beach. Um, I like the club, very casual. It's not a stuffy club. Um, the only thing I don't like is they don't do a lot of fishing, but everybody in there is really friendly and nice. And I always thought I had a big boat. You know, my boat's nice, 31, 33 feet. I really thought it was a nice big boat. And last year I went on one of their events, one of their little cruises. And this wasn't really a cruise because we went from Long Beach to San Pedro, but we stayed in guest slips there for 2 nights. And then during the day, as a group, we would go to museums and stuff like that, dinner together, stuff at night, little events at night. So it was really fun. It was nice meeting everybody outside of the club and just hanging out. But you know, I always thought my boat was big until I went to that event. And I had the smallest boat there. You know, 33, 31 footer was the smallest boat there. I think there was 5 boats over 50, a bunch of 42s and 45s, but it was pretty humbling when you think, you know, you have a great boat. I mean, I love my boat. I actually bought my boat from one of the club members. Really nice couple I bought it from, and Rick and his wife. But I really thought I had a big boat, and I'm just telling you, it was so humbling to see the size of yachts these people have. But it was still fun. Daniel, does that ball take an account? Yeah, it shows the bottom. It shows you the depth, and it shows you the bottom and everything, just like a regular fish finder. SoCal Travelers asking, just curious, Dan, if I owned a boat like yours, but just personal, do you need a license or no? You do need a California boating card, which is a online test that anybody can take, but you don't need to have you don't have to have a captain's license or anything like that if you are not charging people to go fishing. Now, maybe Jeff can answer this question for me, but the way I understand the rules, if you have a boat like what you see on Deadliest Catch, 100-foot boat, and you're taking 10, 12 crew members with you, I don't think you need a captain's license because you're not taking passengers out for pay. But I may be wrong. So maybe Jeff can correct me on that. But yeah, if you have your own private boat, 30 footer, 50 footer, and you're just using it for recreational purposes, not charging anybody to go with you for a cruise or fishing or anything, you know, you don't need a license. You don't need a captain's license, but you do need a boater's card. And if you do have a captain's license, I'm pretty sure it saves you some money on insurance. And Tamara's already picking out the brand boat she wants. What's that? Sweet Accord? What's it say? Where's a good place to shore jig? I don't know what you mean by shore jig, But I would think any of the rocks, the breakwalls, or the jetties would be a good place to like drop shot or work a bucktail for bass and stuff. I know a lot of people fish jetties to drop shot for halibut, and you can get some spotted bay bass and stuff like that too. Thank you, Metal. No, for me, it wasn't so much about my boat. I mean, it was just, because I see all these people when I go to an event at the club, and I just never had an idea how big their boats were until I was at the event and saw that. So it was just humbling. It was a fun humbling. It was nice, but it was just humbling. So the eye bobber reaches down 135 feet. Yeah, and I don't think you'd be using that for that. I think it would just be like in a lake or something like that, where you could cast out and read the bottom. Hey Mac, how you doing? Shore jigging. Yeah, I don't really do much shore jigging. Maybe somebody here can help you out. Albert, hey buddy, it's me, Albert. Getting ready to go on the Vagabond in 2 weeks. Going the last 3 day trip for tuna. Cool. Yes, Sweet Accord. If you're gonna just go surf fishing, um, there's a lot of good sandy beaches. Huntington Beach. I'm sure Newport's got some great areas. I've never surf fished out of there. Um, you need to check the laws about beaches that are closed. I'm pretty sure all of Laguna is closed, but double check the closures. But I'm pretty sure you can't surf fish in Laguna Beach. Jeff says that's a slippery one technically. If it's not for commerce, it's not necessary, but it is always okay over 35 feet. And that drop shot is a rig. It's a technique that people use, and it's one you should learn. Your son should teach you that when you're fishing with him in the kayak. That's a good technique to use kayak fishing. I know he takes you to Newport Beach, and you guys fish inside the harbor there. Hey, Sweet Accord, that might be a good idea for you if you want to do that type of fishing. At Newport Beach, you can rent skiffs and fish inside the harbor. There's lots of good fishing inside the harbor: spotted bay bass, calico bass, halibut, stuff like that. You can get them in there. Tony, we saw a few yellows today, but we didn't hook any. We didn't get any yellowtail today. Lots of bonita, a few barracuda, but that's it. Willie wants to know I want to do some swordfish fishing. Any recommendations? I guess check videos or hire a guide. I've only caught one swordfish in my life, and it was on the surface. I know the big way to catch swordfish is fish deep water. I've never done it, but I know quite a few people have done it and have got them, so you might want to do that. What's my opinion on a Pro Saber stroker rod? It's 20 to 40. You think that's capable for yo-yo fishing? So if a rod says metal, if a rod says it's rated 20 to 40, that means it's a 30-pound rod. So for surface fishing, 30-pound is fine. For yo-yo fishing, um, down deeper, maybe 80 feet, 60 feet. For big yellowtail, that might be a little light. And I definitely wouldn't use it for tuna fishing on a jig. That rod would be a little light. Yeah, well, I wish I could help you. I really don't have any techniques or anything for swordfish. However, which bucktails do I recommend for yellowtail? I've caught them on green and yellow, and I've caught them on red and white. Um, I don't think I've caught them in all white. I have caught them in all green. The other thing I would recommend too, though, is if you're going to get into the bigger yellowtail, get the HD models. You want that large 8/0 hook. And you're probably going to put a single tail grub or a swim bait on it, so that would work out good. Okay, so Meadows helping you out there, saying Balboa to Dana is closed. Hey, Sunracer, welcome. Hey, my cousin is here. Thank you, Amy, for a super chat too. Amy, I don't know if you heard today, but a family of three came from El Paso, Texas, where you live, and fished with me today. Went with me fishing at Catalina Island. Lots of fun, and they did really well. I don't think they've ever done that before, that sort of fishing, but the kids did good. One of the boys is getting ready to go to college in Virginia, and I think his uncle or his cousin was the one that brought them out to fish with me, and it was neat. It was neat meeting them and watching them fish. I did a bunch of hooking and handing um, for them, but it was good. I think I only landed maybe 3 fish today, but I did hand off probably 10 at least. So it was, when you get to this age, I guess it's just more fun watching other people catch them that have never experienced it. And this was a meet and greet trip today too. So I like, helping the people as much as I can. Today was nice because a lot of people asked for advice, like hook sizes, um, different things about tackle, picking out baits. So and that's what I'm there for on the meet and greet trip. So I'm glad I was able to be helpful. Yeah, electric reel, Willie, I think is like a must for that deep, deep fishing for swordfish. But you got to get the big, expensive one that can handle a swordfish. If you hook a 500 pound fish, you need something like that. So Sunracer just came back from Bay of LA. Yellowtails and groupers and cabria. Cabria. Pretty cool. Hey Corey, how you doing? Corey, you used 30-pound test line for surf perch? Wow, I never use line that heavy. I normally fish like 12 pound. Any boat you'd recommend? I really don't know any of the guys that do the sword fishing, or I would. Maybe Jeff knows some of those guys. Cal Traveler, did you fish on the Stardust? Yes, we did. We did really good. Hey, Benito. I don't think I still have that slideshow from there. Yeah, I think I deleted it already. But yeah, we caught a lot of fish on the Stardust. Some big ones too. And then my boat is all back and running, and we are booking charters now, starting for August. Here's my boat. There we go. All right, guys. So here is a link again for my charter, my charter, my open party trips that we film for television. There's a link there. You can use that, and it'll show you all the trips we have left for this year, and we'll do that. Have I taken it out for a shakedown? No. I ran it a few miles, about 5 miles from where they launched it to my slip, and it ran nice, no vibration, no water leaks, so that was good. And I was checking it quite a bit on the way over because when I did the engine install, my packings, one of them was leaking a lot of water. So this time I was really careful, checked it all the way, and no problem. Benito loves my sport fishing show. Thank you. Come join us. Be on an episode. Use that link there to pick a trip to join us, and it'll be lots of fun. All right, so just a reminder, if any of you want to join me in Morro Bay, I'll be fishing there Sunday and Monday. If you're going to be in the area, even if you don't want to fish, you just want to say hi, find out when the boat's coming in, and be glad to meet you, say hello. But for Monday, we still have 10 spots available, and there's a link for that trip there. Alrighty? Alright, I still got to get all my gear in, wash off my rods, make some dinner, take a shower, and all that stuff. So I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you all for being here, and I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. I should be back Monday night from Morro Bay. All right, thank you guys, and please sign up for the trips. I would greatly appreciate it. Good night, everybody. Sun Racer, when are you going out? The Malahini is first one's in August. So use that links that I put there, and you can join us on the Malahini. It's going to be a fun trip. The tuna are getting closer and closer. Hopefully Dorado will be here by then. It's going to be a great trip. So sign up and join us. All right, good night, everybody. Be safe out there.